I'll go ahead and start with the cues. Here's a super quick update. The markets are off their highs from yesterday. Listen, we went from 394 to 404. That's 10 points. That's 1,000 ticks of movement. And so this is selling coming off into the support and trying to hold a new high. All right. So what we new year high as we move into the market space. So here's what we're looking at. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to start over. Good morning, everyone. My name is Anne-Marie Band. Today's Tuesday, January the 9th, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. I know it's coming in as live on YouTube. That's because I can't get Camtasia to do what I want it to do, and so I have to revert rather than tear my hair out. So what are we looking for? Above 472.58, we've got upside action. Below 471.50, 471.40. We've got downside action. My thought is that we go sideways here, give up a little bit, and then bounce again. Today's going to be very, very messy. Intraday trend is going to matter. As it sits right now, we're below the region that would make bulls enthusiastic about buying, and that means there's a bearish event. Notice also volume on Friday lower than all the selling volume prior, maybe a little higher than this one. And then yesterday's buying volume also lower. That's something important to keep in mind. Fade action to me seems very likely, but dip buyers are really at work. And so they're very likely to come in into the 468 area. QQQ. Taking a look at the charts, market is going to go live in just a minute. I just figured out that I needed to use Zoom. So here we are looking at price action to try to hold 401.50. Below 401.50, bears are going to be much more in control. Above 402.60, buyers are going to move into 404, 406. Sellers, again, below the 401.50, we go to 400, 398. I don't really see us going to 396 because I do believe we're in a sideways motion event. All right, let's take a look at the ES. Taking a peek, this is sitting near a pretty important zone. They love those fives, right? As we get into the open, we'll see what the traders who had been short in the overnight decide if they're going to cover and push us back to the north or continue down by stepping on the necks of all the people who bought the dip. Now, my thought yesterday was that we had a squeeze that pushed us up and through into the lower highs. Sometimes in squeeze action events, the buyers to cover double buy and they turn into buyers instead of sellers trying to get out of the market. And so as we're looking at this, that's what we're seeing. My thought is if you're looking for a long, you better wait until we get to the edge. If you're looking for a short, wait to see what the traders do on the snapback into the open to see if they're going to try and cover. Levels today, 47.61 to 47.48. We moved 100 points from low to high. And so this 50-point retrace seems reasonable, but it could be a 25-point retrace. And that's why 47.75 is being a little bit noisy right here. But price action should give us the fade and then a bounce, or a bounce that cannot get above these areas in the near term. We are going to be waiting for the next Fed meeting in my mind. So don't rush to the buy zones. Just let the chart do its thing. All right. Taking a look at the NQ, we do trade the NQ a ton on Top Step TV, which is on YouTube. And here's what we're seeing. Oh, this is nice. It bounced right off of this level. That's buyers, but probably to cover because they've been completely short in the overnight, pushing prices down off of this region. Now, can they hold? I don't know. We had ourselves about a 500-point move from high to low, so 250 points should, somewhere around 575 to 540, probably what we're looking at. But this is the current battle. The bounce for buyers either covering or buying the higher low. All right. My thought is we are in heavy congestion, so the edges are going to give us the best trades. Okay. Up above 16,740, buyers are going to get more enthusiastic into 800 and 950, maybe 900, right? Below 670, we're going to see 650 to 600. And then, of course, this 560 heavy congestion zone. All right. I would say sit on your hands in the near term. Lastly, if we take a look at oil, oil is in a sideways patch, right? My thought is that it grinds lower, but we really do have to see what's going on here. I do know that a lot of buyers come in at around 70. We could be still trying to buy the dip and making for this higher low here, building a heavy congestion space. As the tide turns on ESG and more oil and nat gas fills the market space, we've got ourselves a pretty hefty fade, especially if I think what I think is correct, and that's the canary in the coal mine that tells us that traders are going to be back-footed in a slowing down of the economy since everybody's pricing an upshot. All right, that's it, folks. Take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow in the same platform.